Hey guys, and welcome back to MHN. I'm your host Felix.
And I'm your host Maddie, and this week we have a very special episode.
This is the last episode of the year.
Oh my god, that is so crazy.
This week you can see a PSA about sunscreen, learn the effects of music on mental health, and watch Sean give a recap on this past year with boys biking.
And you can watch Sarah and I bedazzle some shirts.
But before we begin with the segments, we want to let you know about a special event happening very, very soon.
From June 6th through 9th, the Manor Public Library is hosting a Primary Expressions art show featuring artwork made by students here at MHS.
Showing up will be a great way to help support your classmates, and it is also a great event overall. Let's get into it.
Hi MHN viewers, welcome to Thursday PSAs, and as we slowly transition towards summer, we have a PSA regarding sun safety. Keeping your skin safe and protected from the sun may seem like it has little benefit to you now, apart from avoiding sunburns, but it does much more than you think.
Avoiding sunburns is not the only function of sun safety, and wearing sunscreen and other protective equipment has been shown to decrease the damage that your skin sustains throughout life.
Basically, it stops your skin from aging as quickly and decreases the risk of getting skin lines and wrinkles.
Exactly. The main function of sunscreen and sun protective equipment like hats is to block ultraviolet rays from hitting your skin. UV rays cause sunburns, long-term skin damage, and can greatly increase the risk of skin cancer, according to the National Cancer Institute.
Many young people ignore caution to use sunscreen without realizing the numerous negative effects it can cause. We encourage you to begin to wear sunscreen, ideally every day.
Wearing it every day might not be plausible for some people, so we encourage you to wear it whenever possible, especially at sporting events in the sun or at the beach.
According to Johns Hopkins Medicine, you should use about 1 ounce of sunscreen and apply it well onto your face, neck, arms, and legs. Ideally, the sunscreen should be above 30 SPF and applied every 2 hours, after exercise and after swimming.
Some find sun protective clothing to be easier to wear as it doesn't need to be reapplied, and this is a viable alternative to sunscreen. However, it is important to make sure that all of your skin is covered by the clothing. When trying to find sun protective clothing, look for UPF or ultraviolet protection factor.
Thank you for listening and hope you all have a fun summer protected from the sun.
I'm Maddie.
And I'm Sarah.
And welcome back to Stay Artsy.
I got a crick in my neck. In this week's episode, we're going to be bedazzling shirts.
Bedazzling was very popular in the 80s.
It lets you put rhinestones on jackets, shoes, shirts, bracelets, and more.
I'm very happy bedazzling is making its comeback, as it was just so popular for the Eras Tour that just happened last weekend at Gillette, and it's still going on right now for Taylor Swift. In this week's episode, you're going to need a t-shirt, a bedazzler, and gems.
So now let's get started.
The first step for this project is to pick out your design. I'm personally making a crown on my shirt.
And I'm making a smiley face.
To make this process go by easier, start by putting your design on the material prior so you know where to bedazzle when you start.
Maddie, I love how your crown's coming out so far.
Thank you, I love how your smiley face is looking.
Thanks, Maddie.
I'm so excited that these are coming out so good so far, and our next step is to take the bedazzler gun and then bedazzle the gems down.
When bedazzling, you should be careful because it takes the bedazzler a few minutes to heat up prior, so all you have to do is hold the gem down on the material for 10 seconds. And then, you should be all set.
We're around halfway done sticking the gems down. We'll show you the end result soon.
We just finished, and I'm so excited to wear these all summer long.
Me too.
Thank you for watching this week's episode of Stay Artsy, and now over to Mental Mondays.
Hello and welcome back to Mental Mondays on a Thursday. Today we'll be discussing how music and different genres can affect your mental health.
Music is often referred to as one of the best ways to de-stress or relax, and today we're going to take a closer look at why that may be.
First off, let's take a closer look from bwhealthcare.org on how different genres can affect your mood, such as rock, pop, and meditation music.
According to bwhealthcare.org, pop music boosts energy and can release dopamine and oxytocin, which are the so-called love hormones. Classical music helps with memory recall, and rap music can help fight depression.
Music is also a great distraction from any issues you're having in your life, like a bad day at school or something you're not looking forward to in the future. It engages many parts of your brain that can help keep your mind off of the things you don't want to think about.
There's also a therapy based off music called music therapy. Music therapy is a more holistic approach to therapy and is great for the development of constructive and positive coping strategies.
Music is also extremely accessible to everyone. Listening to music can also be a great way to be productive, doing your schoolwork or just cleaning up around the house. It improves your workflow and it gets you in the zone.
It looks like that'll be it for this week's episode of Mental Mondays on a Thursday. Thank you all for watching all of our episodes of Mental Mondays, and unfortunately we will not be seeing you next Thursday, but I hope you all have a great year.
The great outdoors, home to many mysteries. Rocks, trees, more rocks, dirt, and of course, bikes. Hey guys, I'm Sean Leahy, and welcome to the final episode of Boys Biking. This year was full of great times and memories that'll last forever. We went to the quarry, where I tested it on both my old and my new bike. We went to Summer Hill and tested a bunch of different cameras while giving my opinions on the forest at the same time. We went to the Assabet Riverwalk, where we discovered a really cool jump and took some awesome photos. I gave my opinion on the most fundamental parts of a bike, and I won a Student Production Award for it. We went to the Assabet Wildlife Refuge, home to Tuttle Hill, which was also home to the first episode filmed entirely on my nice camera. We went to Stowe Woods, where I pushed myself by riding the steepest trails while also buried in the snow. We went skiing for a weekend. I got a new bike. And of course, I shared why I think everyone should get out and go biking for themselves. Did we get hurt? No. Well, kinda. I actually did crash at Stowe Woods while filming the clips you see in the background because following Connor off the trail is something nobody should do. But that's about it. As I look back on the year, there isn't one thing that I would have done differently. And every episode was full of good times. I even created a story for myself that I'll get to look back on forever. And I'd say I succeeded in my promise that for as long as we're healthy, we're just gonna have fun. Thank you to everyone who watched throughout the year, and if you see me while I'm biking, say hi. I'm Sean Leahy, and this is Boys Biking, and I'll see you out on the trails.
This is a great season of MHN, and we thank you all so much for watching.
We'll be back next week for our final goodbyes, but until then,
Stay classy, Maynard.